to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Baltimore Ravens.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On second down, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 30.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Here's Jackson.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Washington nothing. Justin Tucker to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Jadon Mickens on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st down, Gibson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
55, Mike, 55. Check right, check right. 55, 55. You're trapped, you're trapped. Shoot, shoot. Kill. Check, crunch. Hey, check that, street.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 6 at the 46.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
56.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He had a little bit of
the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
Pick 6 is starting to be old hat for Peters. He had 3 of these to lead the NFL in 2019, and he comes up with another here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Washington, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It's now 2nd
Going
and
with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Bryce Love, the ball.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
31's the mic.
Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
4 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., his third touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Washington 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Washington 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up second and 1 at the 28-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Jackson now off the bootleg.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Steven Sims, the intended receiver.
And it's third and short.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far.
They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 39, Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Rip right, rip right. Watch twist. Watch height. He's checking crab. Check.
Jackson looking to throw on third. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Check 50, check 50. Check safety, check safety. Check 13, check 13. Switch, switch.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
14 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
6 yards left on second down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for J.D. McKissick. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Hopkins' kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And it's third.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. On third down, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Incomplete.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Montez Sweat able to drop him for a loss of a couple. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
To Emmanuel Sanders.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Jackson on third down. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Baltimore.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me,
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's good.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 59 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
The 41-yard line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Jackson's pass, intended for number 84, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Tackle made.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Their own 4-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line. But this is just going to make things worse.
Second and 11 now. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
And sack.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Now 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football.
Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. Could have been
been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now a three-time Pro Bowler. Here's Mark Ingram. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This from 25 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
J-Don Mickens on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
13 yards. 1st down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. Alongside Charles Davis, thanks to our entire crew.